Today, I'm going to be shaping dough. Okay, I have pre-shaped a few dough rounds, so we're ready to go. First off, I'm going to make a boule. So I'm going to start off and get some flour and just put a little bit next to the dough just to make sure it doesn't stick to the counter. And then I'm going to get a little bit of flour on my bench scraper and scoop underneath and just flip it over like so. And then we start off by just take the top of the dough, just grasp it gently, lift it over to about the center, take the left side, bring that over to the center, the right side over to the center, and then the bottom up to the center here. And then we're going to take the top corner here, bring it in, the next corner here, we're just stretching out a little bit and stretching it in, and then the last one like so. Then flip up over the dough and just tighten it up as tight as it will go. And then on a pre-floured proofing basket, just scrape underneath and gently lift it in, and then leave it to proof. Next, I'm going to shape a batard. Again, flour your surface and your hands. Then with the bench scraper, just lift and turn it over into your work area. And what we're going to do is gently, all the time, we don't want to knock out all the air, grasp the top, bring it down to the center, then the left side into the center, the right side into the center. Then lastly, we take the bottom bit all the way to the top, grab the right hand corner and the left hand corner, bring them into the center, and then grab, grab, grab all the way down from the edges. And then take the bottom, lift it to the top and the top to the bottom and down. Then, just a little bit of flour because it's a bit sticky on this stove. Then we're just going to tighten up the edges here, make nice and taut skin. Take our basket that's been pre-floured and just scoop underneath and gently roll it in with the seam side at the top there. Now I'm going to shape a baguette. Starting off with a round of dough, I'm going to take the top and gently fold it over and just give it a little tap to help it stick. Turn it over, around the other way, and then do the same, giving it a little tap. Then turning it around again. I'm going to use my thumb to just help pull it over and neatly, and then use the base of my palm here just to stick the back. Then around the other way again, and the same thing on the other side. What we're doing is we're trapping in lots of air, making more air pockets so that the dough rises. Just going to pinch the seal with my fingers to trap in all that air. Once you've done that, seal side down on the table, on the work surface. Now we want to roll this out into a nice long length. So doing that, we're going to start in the middle with not too much pressure and roll, moving our hands out to the edge, getting stronger towards the end so the dough tapers out. So just rolling it back and forth, and really gently. You don't want to knock any of the gas out. You want it to get nice and wide. Now, we have a long, thin piece of dough. This needs to go into a baker's couche to proof, where it will gain in width. And then the bottom up to the center here. You're probably in the camera. Just, I don't know who you are, but just, you're probably too close. Okay.